Hello, this is Nigel from Importing Riches, and today I'm going to answer a question that I got from a prospect, and their question was, how do I make $100,000 a year importing my own products and selling them from home? And the answer to that is there is no clear one answer to it. That question has probably 15 to 20 answers that you can pile into that one question. Now, when you're first starting off, there's going to be all these different challenges that you're going to face when you first start. And I've actually written a ebook on how to start on a shoestring budget, and that's valued at $27. You get that in the Importing Riches video e-course. And I created this ebook because I get a lot of requests all the time of people that want to start on a shoestring budget, but they don't have a lot of money and they haven't imported before. So I want to explain just basically the concept that and the challenges that you'll face. And once you understand how this sort of all works, then you'll understand that it's actually a whole process that you go through. So let's go to my handy dandy little graphic here. Now this is just basically a sort of corporate structure of how sort of businesses work in the real world. And then up the top you've got your CEO, then you've got your CFO, CTO, and underneath them you've got your regional managers, state managers, store managers, and then you've got your two ICs, workers, yada yada yada. Okay, so it's just like in the real world when you first start a job. Now you've got to start at the bottom, and then as you gain knowledge and experience, you go to the next level, and then so your pay increases, and then after a couple of years you've done a couple of courses and you've been promoted to the next level. Then you go to the next level, and then after about 7 or 8 years you're now to the regional manager, and then you get a few more qualifications, you go to uni, and then probably after about 15 years then you move up again, and then after 20 years you're eventually up the top. You could be a CEO. Could happen in 20 years time, or could happen in 5 years time. But the whole process is you have to start at the bottom, and as you gain more experience, that's when your income will increase. But in the corporate world you're paid on a dollar value or an hourly rate. Once you get to the top, you'd be paid on a contract basis, so you're no longer paid on an hourly rate, but you have to start at the bottom. Okay, so same with importing. When you first start at the bottom, you have to gain your knowledge and experience. You're not going to get to $100,000 a year in your first year. I mean, even though I did it, but I was extremely motivated because I was working in a plastics factory, working split shifts. I actually did a lot of things before that, so it was a gradual process. When I first left my factory, the plastics factory, then I made 100,000, but I didn't do that in the first, as soon as I left my job I did it in the first year. But running up to that, probably 2 or 3 years before that, I was still sort of dabbling in little things here and there. I sold a few little things here and there, but to get to that 100,000 a year when I left my job, there's a lot of lead up to it. Okay, so I had to gain my knowledge and experience, just like this little guy here. He has to gain his knowledge and experience to get to the top. Once you get to the top, that's when you start getting the big paydays. So my question to the person that sent me the email, it's a gradual process. You have to start small. You have to start with a few little things, and I teach you all this in the Importing Riches course. And once you get a bit more experience, start to get a feel, and then you'll know for yourself that there are things out there in the marketplace that are sort of like a hidden niche or a hole in the market. Then you'll discover that there's something like I can import and sell that no one's got. This is what I teach you in the course, and then you can get in quick, smash it out, make a nice income, and then get on to the next thing. But you can build your cash flow up. And I started at eBay. I started selling on eBay, but I eventually went off eBay. But I still go to eBay today because eBay is like a like a whole platform where people are already buying and selling, so you can spy on their products, and then you can figure out, well, if they're not even in my area, you can still sell a product successfully even though it's on eBay, and then still make money off it.